Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's Tuesday, the 12th day of March. Today is National Pancake Day. So are pancakes and flapjacks the same thing?
I don't think so.
They're not? What would be the difference? I think they are.
I don't know.
I think they're the
I
same
thought one
thing.
was thinner than the other.
Which one's thinner, the flapjack or the pancake?
I don't know.
It's flat as a pancake. Probably the pancake. I don't know. I think they're the same thing. National Girl Scout Day today. Now, are there Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts, or is it all just Scouts now?
I thought there were still Girl Scouts and Boy Scouts.
I think so, too. But I saw on Facebook where somebody, about this post, that, today's Girl Scout Day, saying, no, it's just Scout Day now. I don't know. My calendar says Girl Scout Day. National Plant a Flower Day today, and National Baked Scallops Day today. Also, we have Tuesdays with Charlie coming up.
Yeah, we do. My daddy.
Always fun to talk to him. It's going to be a lot of fun. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Do you have a pretty good sense of humor? You might like this. Early in the morning each day and every day, we share something weird to make people laugh at WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. You don't need to sign up for anything. You don't even need to spend a penny. Just follow the page on Facebook and get a smile to start each day when we share the weird gift of the day. Not on Facebook? That's okay. You can see the weird gifts on our website too. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, surveys and studies and such. A study published by the Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics found that fast food chains have increased their portion sizes, calories, and sodium content. Here's the crazy thing. It seems as though for some places, like the food just keeps getting bigger and the price keeps getting smaller, like the value things.
Yeah.
We went to...
I think that's great.
I'm not going to say which place it was, but there was a place a while ago where they had like this meal that the two of us could split.
We
was it
shared
$5? Was it?
Yeah, it was $5.
And I was thinking...
It was 2 burgers, an order of fries, a cookie, and a huge drink.
I was like, how can they make money on it? We're driving away, each of us with something to eat and plenty of food. I'm like, how in the world are they making money on this? I have no clue. I don't get it.
But at least we were splitting it instead of each getting one.
We'll take 6 of those. All right. The surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.net.
Is your credit card a good fit for you? How did you even get the card you have now? Was it mailed to you? Those are usually the worst cards. They typically have higher fees and rates. Someone has to pay all that postage to mail out millions of cards every day. If you like a better credit card, check out the website BetterCreditCards.net. This is a great place to find the cards that are usually a better fit for you. BetterCreditCards.net. That's BetterCreditCards.net.
And this is your brain on drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. Authorities say a Russian cargo ship crashed into a bi-level bridge on the coast of South Korea because the captain was a bit tipsy.
Oh, man.
Yeah, intoxicated. No injuries were caused during the bizarre crash. Sections of the bridge were closed for precautionary purposes. It is not illegal to consume alcohol while aboard a ship, but it is illegal to sail a ship while intoxicated. It's unclear whether the captain was at the helm at the time of this crash, but when they were talking to the captain, he was quite intoxicated. Again, blood alcohol level was way above the legal limit.
Wow.
It says the Sea Grand also reportedly hit a cruise ship. So this wasn't only a bridge, they hit a cruise ship as well. Caused about...
That's a wild and crazy ride there.
Apparently they ignored radio signals from Coast Guards and they to change course. They just went forward. So that's bizarre. A Russian cargo ship, the guy was drunk behind the wheel, and maybe he was drunk. He was the captain. They don't know for sure if he was behind the wheel. Maybe nobody was behind the wheel. We don't know. Bizarre story. I'll get a link to it in the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. J-Lo and A-Rod got engaged over the weekend. So, for those of you who don't know what I just said,
I don't really care,
Jennifer
but
Lopez
that's nice.
And Alex Rodriguez, they've been dating quite a while. They posted a picture. A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez. I was thinking Aaron for some reason.
Aaron, you done messed up, Aaron.
Different thing. That's a whole different thing. A-Rod, not Aaron, A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez, posted a picture on his social media of Ms. J-Lo, Jennifer Lopez, wearing a massive ring along with a caption that said, "She said yes." That's cool. And then Pete Davidson told Weekend Update that everybody's shocked by the age difference between him and his new girl, Kate Beckinsale, because she's quite a bit older than him.
Okay.
But I almost kind of feel like he's doing things now just to get in the headlines.
Right? I know. Who cares?
He's in the news all the time. I don't know why. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Here's a fun trip back to the 80s.
Surely you can't be serious.
Join us in Las Vegas for 80s in the Desert May 3rd and 4th. Hang out with other 80s fans.
International language of love.
Meet several 80s icons from the movies and rock out to awesome music from the 80s. Flock of Seagulls, The Romantics, Mr. Scandal with Patti Smythe, Thomas Dolby, Pretty Poison, and more. See the full list of bands and icons at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Now your scoop of the day. Taco Bell is in the news 2 different times. We'll get to your scoop of the day, brought to you by bettercreditcards.net. First, Taco Bell is selling a new product made from 3 chalupas at once. So you know what a chalupa is, pretty good size.
I don't know what. I don't think
don't
I've
know?
ever had a
Well,
chalupa.
I'll have to show you what a chalupa is.
I'm fine.
I feel as though I've neglected
I've
my wife.
managed to make it this long. I'm
I don't know
pretty
how.
sure I can carry on.
Last person in the world to not have a chalupa. They're having chalupas in third world countries, Heidi. How in the world have you not had a chalupa? Okay, it's made of 3 chalupas that are all put together. It's called the Triple Lupa, and it's meant to be torn apart and shared with friends. So there's some online that were going, why would anybody want to order something this big? Okay, you order a pizza, right? You're not going to eat that whole thing on your own.
Well,
Hopefully. So I kind of
depends
think
on the day.
I kind of think it makes sense, really. But the Triple Lupa, I don't know how well it'll do. And then that was the good news for Taco Bell. This is the not so good news. 6 Taco Bell workers arrested for attacking a man outside of a Philadelphia Taco Bell. All 6 were charged with assault. I have no idea what happened, what led up to that. It'd be good to know, wouldn't it?
I don't care.
Would they order a quadruple lupa? I have no idea what happened, but 6 people that worked at that Taco Bell in Philadelphia were charged with assault for beating up a dude outside of their restaurant. So I don't get it. A Florida man tackled a police suspect inside a shopping mall after he escaped from the cops. Incident happened right outside of a Foot Action. It's a sneaker store, and the guy got away from the police and started running, and this man jumped on him, attacked him, tackled him right there in the mall. Would you do that, Heidi? If you saw somebody running from the police, would you get in the way and stop him, or would you just let him run past?
Well, it depends on
circumstances.
Yeah, I mean, I'd probably most likely trip him or something rather than like try to tackle him.
You wouldn't try to knock the guy down? I would like to think that I would do what this guy did. I would help, but sometimes I kind of wonder if I would just be stunned. Because I'm saying that I would do something to help, but we just had a scenario.
Right, in front of Albertsons, none of us tackled the lady.
We went to...
And it was a chick.
Yeah.
So,
well, we got to explain here. We went to Las Vegas for the Billy Idol concert back in January. And at 1:30 in the morning...
We didn't move at all. This
Yeah,
lady comes running out with a bunch of stolen goods. She had the basket and everything.
She wasn't a big
running
lady. She was
across-
just a tiny little thing.
Tiny, petite little thing, and
But
none
the
of
three
us
of us,
did a thing.
we stopped dead in our tracks. We were dumbfounded at trying to figure out
We're just watching
what
her
is
run.
going on here.
And then
Dan,
and
the
then
guy was
Dan, our
hey,
coworker,
stop.
comes back.
No, he said,
No,
hey,
hey,
stop. So as much as I would like to think I would tackle the man,
Yeah, we probably wouldn't do
I don't
anything.
know. I might just be dumbfounded and think, what is going on here? So, crazy. Video's gone viral of a Colorado man being chased by a bison. That's something you don't see every day. So that video is online. I've got a link to that if you want to take a peek. A Swedish art project is offering... This is so bizarre. By the way, listen up. If you've got extra time, here's something you can do. And if you've got extra money, you can pay me to do this. Take a listen. A Swedish art project is offering to pay people to do nothing for the rest of their lives so they can chronicle your exploits and make art-related items based on them. These projects have become quite popular in Europe.
I would do this.
So you would pay to watch somebody do nothing, or you would do nothing?
No, I would do nothing and get paid.
Yeah, somebody wants to...
I would like to volunteer for that. Do they do that, like somebody from every country? Or?
No, this is just in Sweden, so
No.
you'll probably have to relocate. But I just don't know. That seems so weird to me. Who wants to watch somebody sit around and do nothing? Wait a minute. The Kardashians are quite successful, so apparently a lot of people want to watch people sit around and do nothing. And one last story here. Taylor Swift's stalker was arrested for breaking into her apartment building for the 2nd time this year.
Wow.
Take a hint, dude. She's not into you, all right? This is today's Scoop of the Day, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.net.
Do you have IRS tax problems? Are they keeping you up at night? Afraid to open your own mail or even answer your telephone? If your tax problems are affecting your family life, you need to know you have options. You have rights, and we'll make sure you get them. Call and speak with Mike Habib, the tax expert who will handle your case at 877-78-TAXES or online at myirs.taxrelief.com. That's 877-78-TAXES or myirs.taxrelief.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday, just because we can. We pick up the phone, we call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
How you doing, Charlie?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you very much.
Awesome. Well, we're excited to chat with you. You got some great stuff to share with us today?
It's always great stuff.
It is always great stuff. We always learn so much from you.
I don't know how my staff comes up with all this important.
Well, however they do it, whether they scour the internet or just make it up, we're always appreciative to have it at least. So.
Oh, it's never made up. This is all true stuff.
It's the gospel truth. Well, what kind of cool stuff we have today?
Okay, back in 2013 in China, scientists were able to grow a human tooth from scratch using stem cells taken from urine.
Stem cells taken from urine?
Yep.
I didn't know you could get stem cells from urine.
Well, see, that's why you listen to me. You learned something today already.
So why is there stem cells being taken from
other things?
Humans if you can just get it from urine? That's plentiful. That's everywhere.
Yeah. Well, there's probably better quality stem cells from other things.
You don't want one from a gorilla or nothing. It's not the real thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You idiot. You are 3 times more likely to get a virus on your computer from a religious website than from a porn website.
Oh.
I wonder why that is.
Well, that's why I don't go into that religious stuff, because it'll mess your computer up.
Yeah, sure.
I can watch porn all day long.
I have a feeling it's probably the people who make those viruses are just, anti-religion. So that's probably why they put them there.
There you go. Hey, progressive maintenance is the term for hitting a device until it starts working again.
No kidding. I'm pretty good at that.
Yes,
we do that a lot
that's
here.
right up your alley.
I've had to do that numerous times. I'm like, it's not working. What do I do? How about I kick it once? Let's see if that helps. Hey, it did. It actually did.
See, progressive maintenance. You got to do that every now and then.
Well, now I know. I'll use that instead of what I usually call it, just throwing a tantrum.
According to this is a big deal. This is a news flash. Due to high demand and the difficulty to grow, avocados could be going extinct very soon.
No kidding.
And you know what my answer to that is?
What's
Who
that?
cares?
Who gives a rat's butt?
You know what? I actually had some avocados,
Yeah.
and I thought they were pretty darn good.
Yeah, but you got no taste.
I had it in a salad, and it was pretty darn good. I was like, what is
Yeah,
this
he
green
hands
thing?
me this slimy thing. He's like, taste this, they're pretty good. I'm like, ugh.
It was good.
It was not good. I
was
tasted it. It was gross.
It's not good. It's not good for you either.
You two don't
Get
know
it
nothing.
out. Well, that could be, but I'm just telling you.
And you don't know nothing.
Got a question for me?
Oh, you're done already?
I'm done.
Holy
I'm done.
cow. Yes, we do. First of all, the first question is, do you know what Wikipedia is? Have you ever heard of that?
I've heard of it. I don't know what it is.
Oh, let me explain what Wikipedia is, because without explaining it might be kind of not fair to ask you the question. Wikipedia is an online version of encyclopedias. So kids listening, before the internet, we used to have books called encyclopedias.
Right.
So what they did is they basically said, hey, let's have it where all of the information in the world is online and available for free on this site, Wikipedia. How many times a day is that website updated? Keep in mind, all of the information in the world is on there, for the most part. How many times a day is that website updated?
1,000.
150,000 times every single day.
I was a little short, wasn't I?
You're a little short, yeah. But that's pretty darn cool, isn't it?
So that's why my career as an encyclopedia salesman went down the tube.
Yeah. Haven't made a sale since 87, but still have some samples in the trunk, I think.
I haven't sold a book for so long, I don't even know what it's like.
I think that would be a tough biz to be in these days. Yeah, 150,000 updates a day, and that's between new entries and just edits and updates, 150,000 changes every single day.
How many guys do that?
5 guys. No, I don't know. It's
5 guys.
they're busy. No, that's the other thing's interesting. There's a lot of users that get to go on and do that. Our son, Troy, he and a friend of his, this is back when they were in high school, they were sitting in a living room, both on their phones. I was like, what are you guys doing? They're like, we're making edits on Wikipedia. That's what they were doing on a Friday night.
Some boys need to get a life.
Yeah. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure. We'll talk to you again next week.
Well, if my staff's still here, we'll have something for you.
Talk to you then.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye, Dad.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Is your credit card a good fit for you? How did you even get the card you have now? Was it mailed to you? Those are usually the worst cards. They typically have higher fees and rates. Someone has to pay all that postage to mail out millions of cards every day. If you like a better credit card, check out the website bettercreditcards.net. This is a great place to find the cards that are usually a better fit for you. Bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Russians did not classify beer as alcohol until 2011. So for those of you listening earlier, there was a Russian cargo ship that crashed into a bridge and a cruise ship because the captain was drunk. Maybe this explains that a little bit. It says in Russia, beer was actually classified as a soft drink until 2011. They reclassified it as alcohol then. The change came partly because of the rise in popularity of beer. The sales rising to more than 40% rather, during that decade, and they were marketing it as healthier alternative to vodka. So up until 2011, it was not even considered alcohol in Russia.
Well, really, I mean, to be fair, if you compare the alcohol in beer to their national drink of vodka,
I agree. But it just seems...
It really kind of is just a soft drink, and they probably made fun of people who drank it.
Like, oh, you have a beer? Okay. Get him a tutu as well. All right. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
Here's a fun trip back to the 80s.
Surely you can't be serious.
Join us in Las Vegas for 80s in the Desert May 3rd and 4th. Hang out with other 80s fans.
International language of love.
Meet several 80s icons from the movies and rock out to awesome music from the 80s. Flock of Seagulls, The Romantics, Mr. Scandal with Patty Smythe, Thomas Dolby, Pretty Poison, and more. See the full list of bands and icons at radiotravelgroup.com. That's radiotravelgroup.com.
Now, fear this. Time for fun with phobias. Anablephobia. A-N-A-B-L-E phobia. Anablephobia. Anablephobia. What do you think anablephobia is? I don't get this one.
Is it...
You're not going to get it. It's the fear of looking up. What? What does that mean? The fear of looking up? How does anybody have a fear of looking up? But there you go. I guess some people do. If you do, don't look up.
Huh.
Anablephobia. Today's fun with phobias.
Do you have a pretty good sense of humor? You might like this. Early in the morning each day and every day, we share something weird to make people laugh at WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. You don't need to sign up for anything. You don't even need to spend a penny. Just follow the page on Facebook and get a smile to start each day when we share the weird gift of the day. Not on Facebook? That's okay. You can see the weird gifts on our website too. WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. That's WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. When it comes to social media, it seems like there's not a day going by where there's not another weird challenge taking off. Harlem Shake, remember that one? The My Feelings Challenge. People love filming themselves doing bizarre things. Well, the latest trend could be the new low. Have you heard of the hashtag cheese challenge?
Yes, they're throwing cheese at babies' faces.
I don't get it. A new craze. It involves adults and older children throwing slices of cheese at a baby's face. Yeah, you heard that right. Parents and the older siblings throwing cheese at children.
Now, a sibling I could see thinking that was hilarious, but a parent? Really? Come on. What is wrong with you
so
people?
Somebody posted, just cheese, my little brother. That was the thing that kind of started it. In the video, somebody could be seen throwing a slice of cheese onto a baby's forehead. Then people all over Twitter started doing that, flinging cheese at children. One mom, it says, must be from England.
That's England.
Even went as far as to throw an entire burger at her son.
What the heck?
I don't get it. It makes no sense to me. So she didn't do the hashtag cheese challenge. She did the hashtag cheeseburger challenge. So I don't get it. If this is what we've come to as a people, like, can we check out? I don't get
weep.
It. Makes no sense.
I weep for our society.
But you know what? That's why this is today's weird news.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Police in Hackensack, New Jersey say footprints in the snow led them from a crashed, stolen car to the man suspected of stealing said car. Because 23-year-old suspect was not a genius by any means. They found him and arrested him, and it was pretty easy to find him. The car was still running, keys were still in ignition, and there was one set of footprints that left the car and went right to this man. All they had to do was follow the footprints in the snow. He had been released on a summons. No court date is expected. I don't understand why in the world, why wouldn't he have run into the street or something where there wouldn't be footprints?
Yeah, and then taken the street to wherever he wanted to go.
But he wasn't thinking clearly because he stole a car.
He was probably intoxicated.
It doesn't say that in here, but yeah, there had to be something going on. I don't get it. That is today's Moment of Duh, brought to you by FunkyMonkeyShirts.com. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Is your credit card a good fit for you? How did you even get the card you have now? Was it mailed to you? Those are usually the worst cards. They typically have higher fees and rates. Someone has to pay all that postage to mail out millions of cards every day. If you like a better credit card, check out the website bettercreditcards.net. This is a great place to find the cards that are usually a better fit for you. bettercreditcards.net. That's bettercreditcards.net.
Now, these three things. Heidi, tell me, what do these three things have in common? Mark Twain, Ernest Hemingway, a skyscraper. What do they all have in common? It's kind of a bit of a stretch.
Well,
they all have stories.
Oh.
Yeah. Mark Twain, Ernest Hemingway, a skyscraper.
Okay.
They all have stories.
Wow.
Don't we all, Heidi? Don't we all have stories? Heidi's got some good stories. Not that we can tell on the radio, of course, but she's got some stories, let me tell you.
Yeah, that one was not.
That was, yeah. That is these three things. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. I love this story. Can't wait to get to it. Good news comes your way courtesy of RadioTravelGroup.com. Again, RadioTravelGroup.com. All of the details there on an event that we are going to be a part of coming up in May. And if you're interested in knowing more about it, again, the website is RadioTravelGroup.com. I love this story. This is such a cool story. There was a man who got a lottery ticket because his fortune cookie told him to.
Okay.
His fortune cookie said, today is your lucky day. And, you know, a lot of people don't necessarily believe the mumbo-jumbo from those fortune cookies. But he thought, you know, what the heck, I'll buy a lottery ticket and we'll see. And he won $100,000.
That's cool. Good for
really
him.
Cool. Now, this story has me confused because it says Diego Carceras had been enjoying lunch at a Chinese buffet with his brother Diego in Riverdale. So
maybe their parents had a hard time remembering
both
names.
Brothers are
They just
Diego?
named all their kids Diego.
I don't know. I don't know that that's correct. Anyway, he said he got his fortune cookie. Then he borrowed $10 from his brother so he could buy a ticket, and then he won $100,000.
Holy cow.
So he said it was the first scratch-off he ever bought, and that was a bust, but as luck would have it, the purchase of the second one was his lucky ticket, and he won $100,000.
I have never really won anything on those scratch-offs, so good for him.
Yeah, and I don't do a ton of lottery tickets, but every once in a while we'll do here's the weird thing. It's usually when it's like $7 million, or some big.
Well, that's
amount.
that's a scratch off.
But I'm
that's
saying
for
when
the lottery.
How many other people do that? Like when there's record. Oh, it
Oh,
could be
all
a
the
record.
time. That's why the number gets so
And then
high.
people are like, "Well, what the heck? I'll go."
Who's going to bother for just $3 million?
It's like, well, now that it's that much, you've got my attention. I'm going to do this. My odds are probably no better. And either way, it's more money than I would ever need. So I just, I don't know. But there's some people that spend a lot of money on those.
Mm-hmm.
And there are some that are concerned about people who spend way too much money on those. But either way, it's your choice. You do what you want to do. But I thought this was an amazing story. I've got a link to it in the show notes for today. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, Heidi.
Goodbye, everybody. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.